Okay folks, we got Toyota RAV4. We're trying to get to the thermostat, which is right down there. Now we're able to get this 10 millimeter out with a socket because it was easy to get to right up on top. But we don't have a 10 millimeter with a boxed in to get that one that's right down in there. So we're going to the hardware store. We may have to take out the oil filter to get to it, but we didn't have to take out the alternator. We just bungeed it up out of the way. Okay folks, you see the bottom one down there that doesn't have the nut on it? Well, that's what we're going to try to put on. The situation is that we've now got the alternator back in place. It's a little tight, but if you take the oil filter out, you can still get it. Went down and got ourselves a backup package in case we drop any more. And this is the tool here. Kind of helps. It could be a little shorter. Kind of was a little too long. They didn't have very many of them available, so that's what you get. Okay, I don't know if you guys can see this or not, but you see how there's just barely enough room to get this wrench on that nut down there and have it come up, and then you only get just like a 16th of a turn or whatever. It only goes like an inch, and then you have to put it back on and tighten it more. But you don't take all this off. You don't have to take this off. You just have to have small hands and be persistent. Well folks, either I didn't get it tight enough or it needed that gasket, one of the two. Or some sort of compound that you put in there to make sure, because it's still leaking. Didn't have a gasket before, but oh well. Okay folks, went over to Napa, and just in case we could put a little, this stuff is re-enterable sealant, so it kind of helps to make sure it doesn't leak. But here was the missing thing. There was a rubber seal that kind of locks all that in there and keeps that from getting in the way, so it will seat. So I'm thinking that was where some of the problem was. I never saw that so on the old one, but maybe it was there. All right. Oh look, the other one had, how come it didn't come with a new one? So we had to buy a new one of those rubber things because we didn't notice that the other one had it on there. No wonder it was flopping around. All right, live and learn. Okay folks, the old robbing Peter to pay Paul trick. So remember how I bought the pack of 10 millimeters, and then I looked and I saw yesterday I dropped one that was kind of like this. Maybe this is going to work because it's got this flange, which kind of is like a washer. So I'm taking it off of this. Still got another one of these to prove it later, but this may end up being the bottom one that we're looking for to, to get this one, that one down there covered. So since I didn't find that in there, I didn't put it in there. I'm basically turning these two simultaneously with my fingertips. So you imagine yourself getting your fingers down there on that shaft, pushing that in, while at the same time got your finger on the one I took off of here. Just kind of rolling it, tightening it as you're going, as you're kind of holding the pressure, and it kind of lines it all up, hopefully. Okay folks, and it's working out pretty good. I didn't tighten it all the way, and I put some fluids in. I'm not getting the drips that I was getting, so I'm thinking I got it sealed. But you notice how the notch here, it allows you to get one full stroke if you put it on the outside. I kept putting it underneath, and that wasn't giving me the the right angle of the bite. So I actually did buy the right tool. It actually works. And it gives you the ability to put it up to here and then tighten it down from there. So hopefully no more leak, but that doesn't mean the water pump's fixed yet, or the timing belt. That's another $115. Okay, folks, you know, we had to have that oil filter off to get all that in there, so what do? We go buy a new one. And look, the whole time we were gone, the fluid, the level is still holding, and ain't nothing's leaked out. Well, there might be a drip from it's been sitting up in there, but I don't think it's dripping out that bad right now, so we'll have to see. Guess I could always tighten it a little bit more, or put some goop. Okay, the place for everything and everything in its place. It doesn't fit any other way, probably.